excited. What are we going to go do?
We're going on a date.
Yes, we could.
We are going on a date.
What do you know about this girl?
I know absolutely nothing.
What is her name?
I do not know.
Okay. How long has it been since we went on a date? Who was the last one?
Are we allowed to name drop?
Well, it's not like last names.
Well, I mean, it starts with an
Oh, Alyssa. Yep. Why did we end it with Alyssa?
She was very, very sweet. Very nice girl. It's just
Wow, sandwich method.
no, I mean I do mean that. Like she was a very sweet girl and stuff. It's just she seemed like she lacked ambition.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like she didn't really want to do much. She may have also just been really young. I don't know. In terms of like what she did like wrong, like, I think we hated that little girl voice.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. You're right. You gotta be slow. Yeah, she did talk like a little girl. That's kind of annoying. Do you guys like the little girl voice?
No.
No?
No, I don't think so. I think it gets old really, really quick.
What if it's like in the daddy scenario?
I don't know. Everyone's a little different, but I mean, like certain instances. But it was just like in the most uncomfortable moments. I was like, oh.
Because like you don't like when girls are like what's the word for it? Like defenseless almost.
Retarded.
Yeah, when girls are retarded.
That's what got canceled already.
It's not cute when they act like babies.
Yes.
You want them to be able to pack a punch.
I'm
I'm scared.
get hit in the face.
No, would you take it like a man?
I don't know, the helpless thing is annoying.
Like a damsel in distress.
I mean, there's a big difference. Like I think it's good to like make
Damsels?
no like make your man seem like oh I can't do it. Like you know if a chick can do everything, you need me for it.
Yeah.
So it is nice to have like some needs, you know, like opening a jar and shit like that.
Do you think it's weird when most girls can squat 135, but then they ask you to open up a peanut butter jar? Like, does it enter your mind?
No, I never see a girl squatting a plate and think about peanut butter.
Well, you think about it now?
I mean, now I'm thinking about it. If you squatted a plate and you were like, hey, can you open the peanut butter? I mean, there's been times where, you know, I can't open
peanut butter.
Yeah, it's a little bit tight, and I squat pretty heavy.
Okay, so are you nervous to go on this date?
Surprisingly, no, not too much. I kind of feel like a new mindset. Like I feel like, what can you bring us? You know, like I just want to filter it out quickly. Like I just want to like I read about this one. Can we name drop? We can't really name drop, right?
Just don't.
This one YouTube guy and girl, and
oh my gosh.
Yeah, and she was bringing up how she was going on one date a week. She was like, okay, she's like, it's a numbers game, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, but I have my list of qualifications. And in girl world, I mean, you can easily go on a couple dates a week with a bunch of, you know what I mean? It's not that hard, right? Like a bunch of guys would love to have dinner with you or grab a drink, right? So it's like she was kind of like filtering through it, and I was like, oh, we're really happy in like our situation right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am really, really happy.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to say I don't care, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's just I'm really content with like us right now. Like very, very content. Like our I'm gonna start off with like the most superficial shit. we have some awesome sex right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
A lot of missionary.
A lot of missionary, yeah, for sure. So there's that. There's also we've been kind of focused on working, and that's been going really, really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And
what are some red flags that, like, what are your few red flags that you look out for? Not like if you were like regular dating, like not married, but like since you're already married, what are some red flags that you go into, like going on a date? Like what are some red flags that you think about?
like as
a married guy going on a date with another girl, like as a throuple, like what are the red flags that might have been a little different, like when you were single?
That's a good question.
Like one of my red flags is like she still talks about like her ex. That was like even if you were single too, like that's a red flag.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think there's too much of a difference between the single and together ones.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's
I feel like
a girl
guys
that sucks is a girl that sucks, right?
I feel like guys when they're single are not really like caring about red flags as much as it's like a whole. Like we're trying to fuck as soon as possible.
Yeah, no, we'll never. I don't think we'll ever call a girl out on her red flags.
Like if a girl didn't have ambition when we're meeting her versus like when you're single, did you really care that much? As much as you do now? Because you're like, oh, well, how are we going to grow with this?
So you're going to have to edit this, but you need to slow down. You're not giving me enough. Like you're asking me questions, I'm like kind of going, and then boom, it's like boom, and I'm like, well, let's stretch that question out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how you feel. That's how I feel. Find me. You know what I mean? Like steps to it. You do it like a questionnaire.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was the question?
What are some red flags
when I was single versus red flags right now?
Are there any different?
No, they're still the same. Like, if hygiene's a thing. Believe it or not, I feel like there's a lot of girls who are kind of. Shit, you can say the same thing about guys, right? I feel like there's some where it's like, well, why did you think that was okay?
Yeah.
Literally the red flags are exactly the same. Like, I think we just don't, as a guy, you just don't call them out. You're just gonna like ghost her. You know what I mean? You're just gonna, if she's hot, you're gonna have sex with her and just ghost her, right?
Okay. Oh my god.
Well, no, so girls are really beautiful and good sometimes I'd be like, oh, you're a friend. We'll never tell you that. Like, we'll just, bust a couple nuts and, like, you're going to be like, why doesn't he ever respond or take me out? Or, like, that's because we put you in that category.
Yeah. I feel like dating now, one of my standards is you don't have any attachments to staying in one place. Because like if we wanted to move somewhere like to Vegas or wanted to just like put your dick online or something, like I want the open availability of like maybe you don't have kids and like you're scared that they're going to see this one day online, or you're taking care of like your parents or something, so you have to stay. Like I like open availability, and I feel like that for me would be like very quick if like we move forward or not.
Yeah, no, for sure. Even going back to my single days, if you were like, born and raised and so and so, never leaving, like, I know we're not gonna have too good of a future, And honestly, it's very rare that we end up in a date, though. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you kind of figure these things out really quickly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, at least.
Well, I haven't really met anybody that's just like, yeah, I'm willing to drop everything and like, let's go do whatever.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's that type of people. Like I just met you, but I'm willing to travel the world with you. You know what I mean? But I think if you meet someone, like, I've never been anywhere, it's like, all right, well, we're kind of off to a great start. And especially if you're older, right? Like,
yeah.
Damn, you never did anything like looked at anything. Even the U.S. Like if you're from the U.S., going to different states isn't at home. Right?
Yeah.
So it does.
But
I don't know if I would say it's like so bad of a red flag, because I think something that like doesn't get brought up enough is like when you first start dating, people morph. You know, and I can only imagine as like a throuple, like is that the right one?
THROPPLE?
Yeah, throuple. If two forces are stronger than one force, the other force will tag along. You know, if you and your friend are always working out, always fit, you're not gonna be wanting to shove cheesecake in the corner, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, because I mean, look at all of like our red flags when we first got started. You know, I would argue, even though I was ambitious, like I wasn't as ambitious. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I would argue like maybe my boundaries were bigger then versus now.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, I feel like my boundaries are a little bit higher because I feel like my values higher.
Like your standards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my and also like what you bring. You know what I mean? Like some of that's a little bit.
Yeah. What you bring to the table, yeah. Well, I'm particularly nervous because this is the first date that I'm going on where I'm not going to be drinking. Because liquid courage was a big one, and like you're able to do it sober, no issues, which is crazy to me. So, just nervous about that.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I was thinking about it like you know, trying to put myself in your shoes, and the only metaphor I could think of would, you're gonna think this is like a douchebag thing, but it's like it would be like going to the gym without pre-workout. Because there's people that do it. I've seen you do it like before, and I'm like, dude, you're a psychopath. You have issues. I've seen you work out with no headphones and no pre-workout. I want no part of that shit. That's not what I want in my life. Like I actually, you're a red flag at that point. Like,
yeah, that's good. Serial killer. But we like also drive without music. Like we'll drive like 6 hours with no music at all.
Yeah, but the gym is a little different, man. I need that caffeine. I need caffeine during the day. You know.
I feel like it's only like that if it's not a big workout, like, or I'm not trying to get my heart rate at a certain level, or I'm just tagging along with you that day.
But I'm just giving you an example to like going on a date sober for you, right?
Yeah, that sounds fucking terrifying. So.
But I mean, like, I guess just I'm not gonna give you any advice because I'm pretty sure you already read up and did all your stuff. But just what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
We get a great dinner and then we just go home.
Yeah.
Play with our dogs and smoke a joint.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
So you don't get any anxiety from it?
I think man, I'll be honest. The last date that I had a lot of anxiety on was just you, bro. Yeah, and you know it's my bad. I didn't want to do that hard with you with this. You know, I kind of felt like I had to do a little bit more. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, I wasn't like terribly. You know, I didn't think you'd show up. You know, because you were running late, and you know, it's just you kind of came across a little bit as flaky.
Mm-hmm. Flaky.
Just like today's mood. You know, like.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like a character, right? Like it's just like it's a great time, but like I didn't know you that well to like take you.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll see how this goes.